Welcome, friends. I'm the video game expert, and this is Video Game Expertise. Today, we're going to look at the origins of video games. Where did they all come from? Well, it all started in the 1980s with Miyamoto. You may know him as Nintendo's darling, but at the time, he wasn't well known. He was an architect of certain government entities, developing special programming, which he would oppose. He would break free of this and begin developing work of his own. And this work led him to the creation of what we could only call a miracle, the first video game, Super Mario Bros. The first video game. It was impressive. He had created this all by himself out of nothing, whole cloth, assembled it, forged it, and he was ready to create it. He built Nintendo, a company around himself, and put it out there. It was a great success. Other video games quickly followed, and others tried to emulate him, creating their own games. If they were putting it out on Nintendo systems, this was all well and good. But we'll leave it for another discussion how Miyamoto reacted when Sega appeared. Spoiler alert, he was furious. Now, of course, you may have heard other aspects of video game history. Ralph Baer is often mentioned. Of course, we do give him great credit for the creation of the console, but that wasn't the creation of the video game itself. That was creation of the console, which would allow the playing of the video game. The history is often diluted with false stories about earlier video games, this sort of thing. But we know that Super Mario Bros. Was the first video game. It was created in a near perfect state and an amazing product, just right from the out of nowhere. And the thing about it is that it took a while for the copycats to catch up. So Atari, being the big, creator of other games, they couldn't match Miyamoto for years. Some say they've never matched him. It took a lot of effort for these other companies to approach Nintendo's excellence. Next time on Video Game Expertise, everything you need to know about the origins of Sega. Stay tuned.